So I'm sure everyone at some point in their lives has tried Pez candy or had a Pez dispenser, or maybe you even have a small collection of Pez dispensers. Here in Connecticut, they have an entire museum dedicated to Pez and Pez dispensers. This is the Pez Visitor Center. We're gonna go check it out today. Come with me. Here in the lobby, they have this giant wall full of Pez dispensers. The benches are giant Pez candy bricks. Okay, so the first thing we see when we enter is the world's tallest Pez dispenser. And so I guess it does something. Let's see what it does. So not only is it the largest, it's also a functional Pez dispenser. That's amazing. So this wall gives us some of the history of Pez, and it was invented in the 20s, and it was originally a mint, and it was created as an alternative to smoking. And if we look here, this is the very first Pez dispenser. So this is interesting. Popeye was the first licensed character to be added to a Pez dispenser. So here we have some Pez dispensers from the 1960s. And over here we have some from the 70s. And check out that creature of the Black Lagoon. That's really awesome. And so this case has some rare and unique Pez items. We have a Crystal Yoda. We have Swarovski Crystal Pez. We have a Colonel Sanders Pez, one of only 2 known to exist. And we have these, which I think have to be the coolest Pez dispensers I've ever seen. It's a hand with an eyeball in it. It doesn't make any sense, but it's awesome. I gotta see if these are still available, and I want to buy one. So here we have some gold Pez dispensers. And then we have some dyes used to create the molds of Pez, which is really interesting. Okay, so in this case we have some holiday-themed Pez dispensers. Look at these awesome vintage Halloween ones. I really like these. I like the neon colors they have on all of these. We have some Christmas ones down here. I always seem to get Pez dispensers for Christmas. Was that something that happened to you? Did you get Pez dispensers for Christmas? That seemed to be the time when I would get Pez dispensers. Look at these vintage monster Pez dispensers. Aren't these great? And so these are some of the original Pez dispensers. And Pez was originally created as a mint. And before it was known for having all these colorful characters on it, they were just kind of a basic dispenser. We have some more vintage Pez ads and a Pez tabletop display right there. So we have football players. And we have these, which were a mascot for the 1984 Olympics. And just more old Pez boxes. So these are interesting. These are actually full-body Santa Claus Pez dispensers. And down here we have a space robot. So here we have some vintage Pez displays. And we got some old Popeye. I wonder if they made spinach flavored Pez for Popeye. We have some sort of like Cowboys and Indians, Uncle Sam. And here we can see the Disney stuff. We have Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, all those characters. We have more and more Disney Pez sets. Lots of characters in Disney that they turned into Pez dispensers. Here we have all the princesses. And we have Winnie the Pooh. Lion King. Oh, and look at these vintage Jungle Book ones. Those are cool. And so these are Pez Pals, which are original characters created for Pez. And here we have a collection of different Easter and Valentine's Day themed Pez dispensers. And so now this case shows some of the different varieties of the Pez candy itself and different flavors that I wasn't quite aware that existed. Yeah, so down here we have like chocolate and coffee flavored. And I see this one here which is chlorophyll flavored, which sounds like it would be very strange. And there's cola, lime flavored Pez. That sounds good. I wonder if that still exists. We have grape. Here we have the assorted flavors. It's cool just to see all these old labels on them. And now we have mint Pez, which I don't see that. I don't think I've ever seen mint Pez. I wonder if that's something that's more popular in different countries. So now I've always thought of Pez as being like miniature candy bricks. And here we have a piece of Pez candy that's actually the size of a brick. You could build a house out of these. Look at that. In this case, we have different collectible Pez sets. Now here we have these Lord of the Rings ones, and I remember seeing these in stores, like, pretty often, actually, when they were out. Oh, and look at this Star Trek Next Generation set. We have the whole crew there. We even have Locutus of Borg. We got Worf, Geordi, Counselor Troy. That's one of my all-time favorite TV shows right here. Here we have some more popular characters. We have all these Hello Kitty ones. We got Flintstones, Simpsons, Peanuts, Smurfs, Garfield. Oh, look at the Garfield. Remember Nermal? I think everybody forgot about Nermal. I don't know who those people are. Here's something interesting. This was known as Mystery Mascot, and it came with a mystery flavor. I've never seen those before, but apparently they were just out 2 years ago. I guess just shows you how out of the loop I am with reality and everything else. And here we have all kinds of creepy clown Pez. I know everybody loves creepy clowns. This is a case of all these vintage Pez dispensers that are still in the packaging. Just look at that. And so this case has all kinds of interesting Pez dispensers in it. And it looks like these were from like special events and Pez conventions. I didn't know there was Pez conventions. Over here on the other side, we have some more of these. There's Pez-O-Mania, PezCon. I guess Pez is a bigger deal than I thought it was. Oh, and so these are different Pez trucks. I remember the Pez truck. That takes me back a ways. They even have Wawa. I love Wawa. So here we have different sports-themed Pez. And over here we have all different animals and characters. Here we have all these different bug characters. Those are pretty cool. And here's more of these weird eyeball Pez. I really like these. It's just so weird. Okay, and so at one point, they had these toy guns that would shoot Pez. So I guess if you wanted to, you could shoot pieces of Pez into your own mouth, which seems like a great way to cause a choking hazard. And here we have some more vintage Pez still in the packaging. It's really neat to see all the old packaging. Got some old Marvel. And more of these Pez space shooters. It's crazy that they did that back then, you know? Nowadays they would never be able to do something like that. And so not only is this a Pez museum, this is actually a functional Pez factory. They are making and packaging Pez right here as we speak. So over here they have some vintage production machines from the 1960s, and this machine was used for packaging the candy. This machine was used for pressing the candy, and it looks like it was actually a very complicated process. So here in this little stairwell we have some vintage Pez ads. These are really cool. And here we have an American flag made out of Pez wrappers. That's a unique item right there. Looks like we have some more of these vintage Pez ads. And these are amazing right here. These Pez dispensers, Pez vending machines. Just look at the artwork on that. These are incredible. So these short little Pez dispensers are actually from gachapon machines from Japan. We have like Kamen Rider, Ultraman, all these cool characters. So we have these metallic Star Wars Pez dispensers here, which were a special edition. And you can even get a set of heels with Pez. And right here we have this Pez motorcycle. That's something else. So thank you for joining me on this trip to the Pez Visitor Center. A lot of fun. It does one thing, and it does one thing really well, which is showcase Pez and the history of Pez. So hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching.